If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Patreon. If you want exclusive content, if you want behind the scenes footage, if you want your music or product on this show, the best way to do that is on Patreon. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, according to Hitmaker, Jeremih isn't doing so well. And Master P says he wishes he would have signed India Arie. Plus, Westside Gunn leaves Eminem's record label. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, so this just happened, right? Hitmaker goes on his Instagram and he puts up this picture of Jeremih and he's like, yo, I need everyone to pray for my brother Jeremih. This message is posted with his mother's blessing, right? And then you see a bunch of people in the comments just posting like, you know, the praying emoji, and nobody really knows what's going on, right? Fabulous said, you know, praying for him. Noriega said the same thing, right? And then Hitmaker actually goes on his story and he's like, my dog changed my life. He gonna pull through. Pray for Jeremih, right? Then he goes, we need that energy. Pray for my brother. He gonna shake back, Jeremih, right? So everybody is like, what's going on? What happened with Jeremih, right? People don't know if he got hit by a car or in a car accident. They don't know if he got shot last night at the club, if he has cancer. Like, people don't know what's going on, right? But what's really going on is that Jeremih has been diagnosed with COVID-19, right? I mean, it's 2020, man, and this year keeps getting crazy, right? I mean, right now he's currently in the hospital. I mean, he's not doing so well, and he's on a breathing machine, so he needs that ventilator to help him breathe, right? Jeremih is not doing well at all, and when they put you on the breathing machine to help you breathe, when you can't breathe by yourself, or you have too much pneumonia or fluid or whatever in your lungs, that's when the real, you know, danger comes, because you could literally suffocate or drown, right? Even though you're not swimming, you could still drown with a bunch of fluid in your lungs, right? So 50 Cent actually then went on his Instagram and he goes, yo, pray for my boy Jeremih. He's not doing so good. This COVID shit is real, right? And it is real. I mean, we lost a bunch of celebrities to coronavirus. We lost a bunch of people to coronavirus. About 240,000 people have died in the United States so far. And we have, you know, over 1 million cases in the US alone. So, you know, this shit is crazy. I mean, it's 2020 and this is expected, but still horrible and sad, yo. So prayers up goes for Jeremih and everybody else who's in the hospital suffering from COVID-19 too, man. This shit is crazy. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, so Master P did an interview recently and he basically was talking about like females in hip-hop, right? I mean, he says that he loves the way like a lot of women are in hip-hop now. He thinks that it's dope. He gave a lot of props to like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, but one of the female rappers that he said that he really likes a lot is Dej Loaf, right? He said like her sound is so dope. He loves her voice and he's like, yo, her sound doesn't, like, it's stuck in his head, you know, forever. He thinks like Dej Loaf is one of the top female rappers out there, right? Which is pretty dope, right? He also said that he might bring back No Limit and just sign like all female rappers. He's like, females are taking over the game so hard right now that that's where the money is, right? He's like, yo, forget about, you know, rice and chips and all that stuff and restaurants and all that. I'm about to start No Limit and I'm about to sign all female rappers, which is crazy, right? But then he just went into detail and he kind of talked about one person that he wishes that he would have signed, who was a female that he didn't sign, right? And it's not really a rapper though, it's more like a soul singer, right? So he's talking about India Arie, right? And he says like back in the day when India Arie first started, she used to always go to his crib and, you know, she'd be there with her shoes off, you know, burning incense and shit like that. And Master P was just like, okay, and he just felt like she was so soulful and so talented, and she kept saying to him like, yo, I'm gonna be big one day, and he was just like, I hear you, and he wanted to help her out and everything, but he just didn't know how to market her. He felt like, you know, No Limit Soldiers and The Tank and Snoop Dogg and Silk the Shocker, C Murder and Mystical and Mia X and all of them were like too hood to have an India Arie up under their wings. So he just kind of was like, you know, I'm gonna let you fly and do your own thing, right? Unfortunately, you know, India Arie was still successful even though Master P didn't sign her, right? But the whole situation is dope and funny as hell, right? But do you think that it would be crazy as hell for Master P to come out with a complete brand new roster on No Limit with all female rappers? Let me know in the comments. Alright, yo, so Westside Gunn says he's off Shady Records, right? And y'all know the whole situation. Westside Gunn is the CEO of Griselda Records. In Griselda, they have Benny the Butcher, they have Conway the Machine, Armani Caesar, and a few other rappers that are lesser known, right? The whole situation is they're independent, but they were using Shady Aftermath as a distribution record label for them, right? So over the summer, somebody from Griselda was nominated for a BET award, and Westside Gunn went on Twitter and he's like, I wonder if Eminem even knows that we're nominated, right? Because it kind of seemed like, Eminem and Shady Records, weren't really helping out, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gunn, or Griselda like they were supposed to be, right? Eminem retweeted The Alchemist's new album that came out, Food Villain, and a lot of fans were like, oh, you're retweeting The Alchemist, but they're not even on your record label, but you didn't retweet Who Made the Sunshine, which is Westside Gunn's album, right? Westside Gunn responded with a bunch of emojis, basically saying like, we're gonna get it figured out. And apparently, I guess they did, because recently, he just told Joe Budden that they are not on Shady Records anymore. He said, look, we talked to Paul Rosenberg, and we signed the paperwork, we're signed, sealed, and delivered, right? He went on and said, listen, I'm not the type of person that's just gonna be, putting them on blast or being like, yo, fuck these niggas or whatever like that. It's all business. So we parted our ways, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But really and truly, it's crazy as hell, because yeah, it seemed like Eminem signed them because he wanted to align himself with like these lyricists, but at the end of the day, he really didn't want to like try to help them out a little at all, right? And then it could be maybe Eminem didn't want to step on any toes, and he wanted to let Westside Gunn be the boss of his own shit and not try to like hold his hand or micromanage. We don't know, right? And I guess we never will unless Eminem does an interview and speaks on it. But either way, Westside Gunn is like, fuck that. Griselda is back in my possession, belongs to me, and yeah, we don't need them dudes over there at Shady. But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.